Hello everybody, and a very Merry Christmas on behalf of the Columban Fathers. My name is John, Father John Bowles. I'm the local superior or the regional director of the Columban Missionaries here in Britain. Wishing you that Merry Christmas. Although I am conscious of the fact that for a lot of us it won't be as merry as usual this year with all those multiple crises we're facing. You know, we've got the cost of living crisis, the fuel crisis, the energy crisis. So it's going to be a case of feeling the pinch for many of us over the next few months. I'd just like to point out that for many of the people that we're serving on the missions in Latin America and Asia, they're going to be feeling the pinch a lot more than us. And it's for that reason I have no compunction in once more having recourse to your generosity. Thinking about those people we serve, I was keeping in mind a man who I've worked with for many years back in my previous mission of Peru. That's Britain's own Father Ed O'Connell. Now, Ed has been very conscious of the need to help marginalised, poor children and mothers in the areas that we serve in Peru. And in particular, he's got two foundations. He's leader of two foundations. The Manuel Duato Special Needs School and the Waramiwasi Project. Now, the Manuel Duato Special Needs School was actually founded as long ago as 1976 by the Columbans in Lima, but under Ed's leadership it's gone from strength to strength. It's in Lima, in the capital of Peru, and currently each year it serves over 1,000 infants and children with various disabilities, things like cerebral palsy or autism or Down syndrome, deaf and other physical disabilities. And we're helping not just the obvious ways of education and therapy, but also material assistance, including free school meals. And there's also, to serve a much wider special needs population, an outreach programme where teachers go to the homes of children that can't attend the school, and also to the if you like, the general mainstream schools to help people with children with light disabilities integrate into the national system. The other example that comes to mind is Waramiwasi. That means in Quechua, which is the old language of the Incas, Waramiwasi, House of the Women, or Home of the Women. And it's really a way of reinforcing or supporting the homes of marginalised families, particularly women and children. Ed has a couple of centres. One again is in the capital city of Lima. The other is in a mountain province called Ayacucho, way up in the Andes. But in both cases, he offers such services as homework clubs or study clubs or literacy groups. And again, outreach programs, workshops and free meals where necessary. So these are the sorts of things that the Columbans are trying to do, and this is why we're looking once again, in spite of all the difficulties you might be experiencing, for a donation, if you possibly can, at some point, in order to help the people we're helping. Just as if you like, to give a liturgical twist to this. I was also thinking about one of those Eucharistic prayers, the words of one of the Eucharistic prayers. Now, as you know, the Eucharistic prayer is that big long prayer we have either side of the consecration in the Mass. And there's various options as to the Eucharistic prayer we can use. Well, there's one that says, for special circumstances, Jesus, who always went about doing good. I'll just read you a paragraph of it. He says, he always showed compassion for children and for the poor, for sick and for sinners, and became a neighbour to the oppressed and the afflicted. And that's just what we're trying to do. That's just what Ed O'Connell's trying to do in Peru. And that's what we're asking you to help us do. You're thinking especially of children, the poor, the needy. So thanking you very much for your generosity in times gone by. Thanking you in anticipation for your generosity in the future. Asking God to bless you as only He can. And once again, assuring you that you might be granted our feelings and sentiments of generosity for all your goodness, and our wishes for a very, very happy Christmas and a blessed New Year. Goodbye. God bless.